all geek to me!
Hello, welcome to episode 16 of the It's All Geek to Me podcast. As you can see, I've got a green screen here so we can showcase the geek news. And speaking of geek news, you know what time it is. It is now time for the geek news. Roll it. Bill Gates, CEO of Microsoft, wants the world to stop eating animal meat and instead get protein from eating bugs. What is it about billions of dollars that makes these people think they are experts on everything? Bill, this idea ranks up there with Zune. Avatar: The Last Airbender TV series is getting a live-action adaptation next month on February 22nd on Netflix. Let's hope it will be better than the 2010 movie they tried. The only air that bent was from a fart. With the election for president of the United States just 11 months away, the political commercials are out in full force, seeing candidates spending tens of millions of dollars. Why would anyone do that for a job that pays $400,000? Unless money was coming from somewhere else. Effing politics. Experts this week have slammed SpaceX after the company's second test flight resulted in a damaging explosion. I guess those jackwagons missed the memo that SpaceX is doing rocket science. You know the term used for saying something is really hard. The Ridley Scott film, Exodus: Gods and Kings, is getting the love and respect it deserves on Netflix. This just goes to show Netflix is better than the theater and critics who go to the theater. Hello, welcome to It's All Geek to Me. Today we're here back with my buddy Paramount again. Say hello.
Hey.
You guys have been wanting to come back and feature on here? Well, he's back, and today we are discussing Hitman. I'll also link down below my review on my Reviews You Can Use channel. So, Paramount's here because he's going to talk about the missions, the lore, all that good stuff. If you're a fan of the game, you know what we're talking about, right?
There we go.
First off, Paramount, how did you get introduced to Hitman? I actually got introduced to it just last year.
Oh wow. So I watched it was popped up on my recommended under YouTube, and it was like a guy named Cheru, and he does a bunch of modded stuff with Hitman.
Yeah.
But that got me really interested, and it looked really cool, so I started playing it.
Nice. What was the first mission you ever played?
I started with the freeform training and stuff, which is the tutorial.
Oh,
I went through that, and then I did. And once I figured those out, I played them a couple times, got pretty good at it, and then I moved on to the actual levels.
Nice. What's your favorite mission?
So my favorite mission would have to be the most creative one is the one where you eliminate 5 ICA agents.
Yes.
That one is really fun.
That's after the Carlisle level, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Carlisle mission is probably my favorite because like you just have to like go in and you have to eliminate this person because you have to get like, of course, a file, but you have to try not to get caught, and there's like so many people watching it. Jeez.
Yes.
There
was a lot of guards.
What's your least?
But I like Apex.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
I like Apex Predator, which is the one with the 5 ICA targets, because it gives you so much creative. Like, there's 10 people you can kill, and there's so many creative ways you can kill them. Just makes for some good creative stuff.
Yeah. What was your least favorite mission?
My least favorite. Okay, so that's actually kind of tricky because I did like a lot of them. But if I had to choose, I would say my least favorite is Morocco.
Why that?
So it's just like the map is like really, it's big and there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
More so like fake NPCs and stuff, but getting into the building, especially trying to keep like silent assassin and like suit only, it's really difficult because there's so many guards in it.
Yeah.
Just I spent a really long time trying to get that, maybe around like 6 hours. So
Wow.
yes,
6 hours. Did you finally complete it?
I did indeed complete it.
Yes.
Very difficult though.
Yeah. That is yeah, a lot of the missions are very hard. Like that's like also what makes the game so good. It makes you feel like it shows you like what they have to do in order to complete their mission, you know? What's your favorite Hitman game out of all of them?
Hitman 2016, Hitman 3 type stuff.
The
The
3
Hitman
one?
3 maps were a lot more creative than the rest of them. Like, for instance, Death in the Family. That one
Yeah.
with the detective, it really brought like a new style to the game. Where instead of just going and like killing your targets, you actually like can do a mission where you like find out who killed someone.
Yeah, the find out who killed Zachary Carlisle.
Yes.
I actually figured out who did it. I don't know if you figured out who did it if you played the mission.
Yes, it is I forget her name, but it's
Emma
the
Carlisle.
girl. Yeah, Emma Carlisle.
Gregory Carlisle's wife.
Yes.
Yeah, very good mission. It actually is. Hitman 3, I have to say, yeah, is my favorite. There are good missions in Hitman 2, like Whittleton Creek and the Ark Society, which have a good storyline.
Yeah. Those were pretty good.
Yeah, I just like how like you have to eliminate like this old guy who just looks like he doesn't cause much harm, but he's like, oh, he caused more damage to the world. Let's eliminate him.
Yes, back in the day, he was a really professional assassin, the best of his generation. So,
Jeez. And then of course Janus, of course, like is the head of the Ark Society.
yep.
Yeah, and I like how
And
in the
he's
movie
actually
you actually get to go
in
join
that
the Ark
casket.
Society, but you have to kill the Washington twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is where you're first introduced really to the constant besides the end cutscenes of the missions. So, if you don't watch those cutscenes, you don't really understand the lore too well and how you got there, but
Yeah.
definitely recommend watching those.
Yeah.
So,
Genius.
Hitman 1, first map, Paris, France. Your two targets are Viktor Novikov and Dalia Mongoles, I believe.
Mm. Yeah, I think I remember that.
And this map has quite a bit of people. There's that fashion show area. You got 4 floors. You got the basement all the way up to the attic. So it gives you a lot of areas for creative kills. You can poison him. You can drop chandeliers.
Oh, that
You
too.
can explode the stage. I've
Yes.
done that. So when I was experimenting with Silent Assassin on that level, I definitely found it a little bit tricky at first, but I figured out you could hack into Dahlia's computer with the access dongle, which caused her to go over, so you'd incapacitate the person that was with her and then kill her,
Yeah.
and no one would find the bodies. And then what you could do was for Viktor Novikov, I originally tried to throw a propane tank on the stage as he walked by.
Yeah.
However, that kept killing like non-existent NPCs that were there. So I
Uh
had to, yeah, so it took me a really long time and I had to go to the bar where he goes, disguise myself as a waiter. So I did lose suit only, but it
yeah.
was the only way I could kill him and still have Silent Assassin. I poisoned him.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep.
That is that was interesting to hear. Do you have any I know you wanted to explain the lore. Would you like to explain more of the lore?
Yeah, so we can skip through Hitman 1 and go straight to Hitman 2. So, Hitman 2 is when you're really first introduced to the Shadow Client and who they really are. So, the Shadow Client, as you find out later into towards the end of Hitman 2, is actually Lucas Gray, also known as Agent 6, which in the comics, if you've read them, they talk about Agent 6 as Agent 47's greatest friend, and they were such good friends that they went on assassination missions together.
Ooh.
But one day, Agent 6 was like, yo, you want to escape? And they did try 3 times, and the third time, Agent 6 escaped by Agent 47 distracting people. And because of Agent Six's escape, the asylum, which is where Agent 47 was held at for training, they completely erased every single Agent clone's memories,
Jeez.
which was unfortunate. So everyone forgot who Agent Six was. However, since he escaped, he remembered all of them.
Wow.
And you can actually see in the cutscenes, like, Agent Six with a sniper watching you as you leave. I forget what the map's called. I definitely can find it. It's, I believe, um, can't remember what it's called, but
Yeah.
it is a very difficult map. You have 4 targets. Very difficult. It's the one with a lot of guards. You're always trespassing without a suit. So
Mm,
definitely a difficult map for Silent Assassin.
got it. Yeah.
But
Also, there are Hitman
you do
comics.
get into some crazy lore watching the cutscenes and stuff. So
There are Hitman comics? I didn't know that.
yeah, there are Hitman comics. I didn't really find them. I was just doing some researching about the game when I first started playing it and realized there were.
Yeah.
Then I just read a couple like things online about them and just learned that.
Mm, can understand that.
Definitely interesting.
Yeah. I also love the lore of like Hitman 3 with the Constant, which is another really good
Yeah,
story. It's really good. I love all
yeah, I
the
did.
missions in the third one. I like the first actual mission like I played was for full missions. I actually played the one where you have to eliminate Carl Ingram and Marcus Stuyvesant, which is another good mission.
Yep, that is, I believe, the introduction to Hitman 3, I believe,
Yeah, it is the introduction
on
to
top of the
Hitman 3.
world. Yep.
Really
It was
good
a very
map too.
interesting map the first time I played it.
Really good map. It's so like hard like it's like kind of hard to get around, but you have to like try to not get caught. I mean, that's the point of the game,
Yes.
but like for this one, it's especially hard.
I did do Silent Assassin suit only on this map.
Oh, you did?
So yes, I did. It was very difficult. My
Oh.
strategy was, since you have to start at like the only place you can start with your normal suit is at the like original spawn point besides like the outside sneaking in.
Mhm.
So you start there and it's very difficult because there are a lot of trespassing zones, but what I typically do is I go for the mission where you can arrange a secret meeting between the two of them by
Yeah, it's like the
changing
next
time
suit.
schedules. Yep. I did that and then I just shoot them in the back of the head
Yeah, I love when
and get out.
I like Gray's speech even when he talks to them. He's like, "Gentlemen, 47, finish it." Good speech
Yes.
by Mr. Gray. He's very I forget his role actually in the game. I forget what he does. Do you remember?
Hmm. I do not know,
Mm. They also
unfortunately.
Hitman actually has had 2 movie adaptations. I know you know one of them, the one from 2015.
Yes.
Hitman Agent 47. That was originally going to be with do you know the actor Paul Walker?
I've heard of him, yes, but I'm
Yeah.
not really good with actors.
Yeah. He's in the by the way, folks, on my Instagram I made a short about Paul Walker and on my YouTube channel, so go watch it. But back to this. He was an actor, of course, he was in the Fast and Furious movies. There was a Hitman, that movie was in production and he was actually going to play Agent 47. Personally, I don't see it. Do you want me to explain why?
Hmm. Sure.
I don't see Paul Walker actually being in that franchise because he's known for, like, of course, playing the good guys. He was Brian O'Connor in Fast and the Furious. He was in the movie Hours, which was his last movie. I don't see him playing Agent 47. They even hired him to play Superman in one of the Superman movies, but he said no because of the Superman curse. But that's another story for another day. But I don't see Paul Walker playing Agent 47. Then, of course, he passed away in 2013 in a car crash, which was huge in the news. They had another actor, I forget his name, but then they chose Rupert Friend, who I've never heard of, and then he played Agent 47. I've seen the trailer. I've not watched the movie. I actually learned about the movie a few days ago, but I've seen the trailer, and Rupert Friend actually looks promising as Agent 47.
Okay, interesting.
It's pretty. It's all right. It looks okay. And then there was another one from 2007, but I've never heard of it. I only know about the Hitman Agent 47.
You know, in my opinion, one of the hardest maps for Silent Assassin Suit Only was the final mission, Untouchable. That was incredibly difficult for me because I did not kill any of the people that were on the train except for him.
Ooh.
So sneaking past all of them without getting caught was incredibly difficult.
Mm.
And I did fail quite a bit. It took me like 300 something attempts. It was wild.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very difficult. But I
Jeez.
did complete it, which was very difficult in the end. I did use a glitch, which allowed you to get on top of the train.
Yeah.
So that definitely helped me a lot there.
Mm. I also one of the missions another mission I liked, I believe it was in Hitman 2, was the racetrack. I like that mission as well. The Sarah
Oh,
Bugs
yep.
mission. That was another good
Yes,
one.
that is Miami, I believe.
I like you said there was like one mission like there's you know a lot about this mission. Do you want to talk about like what happens like if you put on like the mascot uniform?
Oh, yeah. So in Miami, USA. So in Hitman, there are a lot of secret exits, and specifically one in Miami. If you are wearing the bird mascot and you go to escape through Carl Ingram's helicopter, instead of the helicopter, there will be a nest with eggs, and you basically fly away. It's very weird.
That is so funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of big secrets in the game,
Do you want to
like
talk about them?
summoning Godzilla. I won't get into that, but
Are you sure?
you can summon Godzilla. It's
Ooh,
very weird. Yeah,
there's a lot of secrets
that's
in
on
there.
Honkai, I think. It might maybe. It's in Hitman 1, the final level.
Mm,
Hokkaido, yeah, that's what I meant.
yeah.
It's in that one, and you can basically disguise your. You use the ninja outfit, which if you don't have, I don't believe you can get it anymore.
Mm,
And you basically start. You have to get onto the roof
yeah.
of the map, right? Then
Yeah.
you have to crawl along the edge of the roof until you see this white little square thing. And then what you do is you have to follow this very direct trail until you get to it without it disappearing. And you can blend in as ninja and as a ninja, and then Godzilla will just appear in the background, like stomping over
Nice.
villages and stuff. It's very weird.
Yeah. Very, very, very weird, I will say. Uh, but yeah, that, like, Hitman, it's got, like, a lot of things in the game, like, you don't even know are there once you play it, like, a few times. Or if you're like Paramount, you go and search it up on the internet.
Yes.
Like,
I did a lot of research.
I didn't even know, like, for the Death in the Family mission, I didn't even know there were, well, there were 3 attempts for, telling the truth about what happened to Zachary Carlisle. There's this
Yep.
one where you blame the butler, Mr. Fernsby, which is kind of sad, to be
Yep.
honest. It's kind of sad. But then there's
It's
one where
okay.
she's like, oh, you, like, of course, like, Montgomery, her older brother, who they killed, Dark.
Yep.
You learn that he was gonna give it to her the whole time. She feels bad, then she kills herself. Like Hitman's got a lot of that in the game, and it's pretty cool to see like how in this world like everybody's got like something to hide.
Yeah.
Everybody's got something to hide.
Um.
Even Agent 47. Well, we don't know about Agent 47's past. That's the one thing we don't know about.
Well, you kind of if you read the comments and got back in the lore, you do learn that, and this is back before Hitman 8 2016 came out. This is like the original games
Mm,
back when they weren't the quality of them was not that great, but it was like they were really old, so can't blame them. But it does talk about how he's in an asylum, and that's where he trained as a child.
oh
And
yes, they showed it in the Agent 47 trailers.
yeah, so he's there, and I forget the name of the person who created him, but basically the guy had this weird passion to experiment with human genetics and make the best things possible.
Yeah,
And that's how Hitman or Agent 47 became to be. So,
basically he turned them into like a weapon of destruction.
Yes.
Kind of like how in Avengers, where they take Bucky Barnes and they turn him into the Winter Soldier, which is kind of cool.
Yes. Like that.
It's kind of like a Winter Soldier origin story. Nice.
Mm.
One of the things that makes do you want to? The one thing I always thought was weird is like, why does he have a barcode on the back of his head?
Okay, so the barcode lore does go. So there is barcode lore,
Yeah.
and let me. Because I forget the order of the digits.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking up the digits right now. So hold on one second.
All right. Computers work. What have you found?
Okay, so
So what's the lore?
the barcode does have some numbers on it, like the last ones being like 47, which obviously stands for he was the number 47, like that. And I'm still getting into here to see the numbers. You can't really see them too well, but the numbers do indicate like what training ground. So like there's 01, which is he was the first of his group of clones,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
and there's like a date. I completely forget about the barcode. The numbers are very difficult to remember, but they all mean something.
Mm. It's very but yeah, that's like the one thing I always wonder, like, what does the barcode? It looks like they have a lore for everything in this game.
Yeah,
More than I
it's,
know.
it's very interesting.
More than I know. Of course, like they call him 47 because why? Well, because that's on his barcode, right? That's why they call him 47.
Yeah, he was like the 47th.
Like the 47th subject, and he was the one that was deemed the most successful.
Yes.
Jeez, 47 people to go through, and they picked him. Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, but Hitman is a really interesting character. Agent 47, I actually wanted to talk about his character, actually. Like, what makes him so good? Well, because, well, one, he's got a good past. He was a clone. He's the best assassin, basically, in the world of the game.
Yep.
He's anonymous, so you don't know about him. You don't know what he is. His voice is kind of creepy. It
Yeah,
kind of
it's.
is, no offense, but the actor just does a good job playing him.
I do like his fake name. He goes by Tobias Reaper whenever he's like checking into stuff.
Yeah.
Like on the map before Untouchable in Hitman 3, like where it's at the wine place.
Mm-hmm.
He if you walk up to Diana with the target, one of your targets, he does introduce himself as Tobias Reaper, which she doesn't buy, and then you go down there where you can eliminate her along with some of her guards, but that's a mission.
Mm.
And there's another time where you check into, I believe, Club 27 or something like that
Yeah.
in Hitman 1, and it's you basically check in as Tobias Reaper as well. So that's his fake name that he goes by a lot.
That's an interesting fake name.
Yes.
That's a weird name. Tobias. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
When I hear like Tobias, I only think of like the end like the villain from Iron Man 1, Tobias Stain. Oh wait, wrong guy. Not Tobias Stain. His name is Obadias, but it's kind of similar.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, Hitman, like Agent 47, he's great. The other characters you don't really know about. There's like a weird side plot. Well, not a side plot. There's a plot in Hitman 3 where they have Olivia, I believe her name is. Do you know who she is?
Oh yes. So Olivia does have a backstory, and Olivia is basically Lucas Gray's like partner. So Agent Six's partner. And Agent 47 does become good friends with her. There is a cutscene where she's been injured and she's like, "You should see the other
Oh
guy. I've
yes, I
never
saw that.
killed anyone before." Yeah, so there's that cutscene, which is interesting. That's where I really first figured out who she was, but definitely an interesting cutscene.
Mm. And then of course that leads into the China mission.
Yep.
That was Weird. Okay, I don't understand the guy in the hospital. I forget what he does. Like he like stares like this and he's looking into like a machine or something.
Hmm. You know, the saddest mission, I believe, in my opinion,
What is it?
was in Hitman 3. It is Apex Predator because that's the one where Agent 6 is killed.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Agent 47 watches as Agent 6 gets killed, which is sad because he's disguised as one of the people there.
Dang.
But they didn't actually want to kill him. Agent 6 committed suicide purposely.
Mm,
Yeah.
dang.
So that was really sad, but oh
That's
well.
that must that sucks. That just hurts
Oh
right
yeah.
there. Like that stuff. Yeah, so there's a lot more. Is there any more lore you would like to talk about?
So there's one cutscene where the Constant, it's in Hitman 3, the Constant gives Diana the information about who killed her parents, and she realizes that Agent 47, in fact, killed her parents
Ooh.
on one of his hits, which he was truly sorry about. And basically, this led to Diana allegedly betraying him. And she basically, this was to get the Constant to think he could trust her, which allowed us to get on that train in the first place.
Mm,
So, but Agent 47 doesn't know this and thinks that she actually betrays him, which is very sad.
yeah.
And then he wakes up on the train and kills the Constant. The
Oof.
end.
That
But yeah, very, very interesting cutscene.
yeah. What you said, like the constant reveals how she killed her parents. That actually brings like they always have that like in like some certain series or franchise where they're like, oh, they revealed they killed your parents. Like it's one of your closest adversaries or closest members of your team. You know,
Yeah,
they always have that. And at least I didn't know Agent 47 felt remorse for that.
he did. He does develop feelings as it goes on.
He does. He's not
Which,
just like a
yeah,
computer.
because when he was created to have zero feelings. So
But he does actually care. Like he does develop feelings like later on.
yeah,
Yeah, because I like that too. Because you don't see Agent 47 as just like a computer where he's like, I must eliminate, or he gets orders from somebody. I like that he has remorse and he does feel bad about things he does.
yeah. You know what is confusing to me though?
What?
There is no proof that Agent 47 is paid in Hitman 2016. There is back in the original games, it's like you do these contracts for a certain amount of money, but
Yeah.
we don't know if he's actually getting paid for these hits in the newer game.
Yeah, I always wondered
Which
that. Did
is,
he ever get paid or something? Because he's a hitman. Hitmen get paid to eliminate people.
yeah,
I always thought that.
yeah, especially with so many targets, he would have made bank.
He's eliminated more than I can count. What's the actual number?
I do not know that.
That is an interesting question. Hold on, I'm gonna search that to make sure how many people did like he kill in the game, because when you think about it, Agent 47 is a really good hitman and a lot of people he's gotten a lot of people. How many people did Agent
Yeah.
47 kill? Agent 47 has a lot of people are even wondering how many he got.
Yeah, because it's not just the Hitman 2016 people. It's you have to go all the way back to the original games.
Oh yeah. I haven't played any of the original games, have you?
No, I've not. I really only found Hitman 2016 and then figured out about those existence.
Mm. I didn't really know about there was earlier games before I found out about more about the Hitman franchise, just in general.
Yeah, yeah. There is also like elusive targets in the game, which are very interesting,
Yeah.
and they do give some like rewards if you do complete them, like some suits and like weapons, which are pretty cool. Like right now, there's a current target called the Broker, I believe,
Ooh.
year 3. So I have not attempted it because you only get one chance, and I don't want to mess it up. So I definitely will be attempting it in soon. because there is only 18 hours for it. So
Yeah. Oh, I love the live
you're welcome.
events they do as well.
Yeah.
I love those things. There's a new if there.
Unfortunately, for some of this, you do have to pay money, which is kind of unfortunate that not everything's free. But you know, it is a little expensive, but it's definitely worth it. I'd say.
Mm,
Yeah.
very worth it. There is a way, like for anybody wondering at home, is there a way to play all three Hitman games? Because like probably people are like, oh, do you have to buy them all at once? There is a way though to download all three of them. You have to just go to your Xbox. If you have an Xbox like this, like the game card, if you have an Xbox, you don't need the game cards, but you can actually go if you have the Game Pass. You can actually go to the Game Pass and you can uh, download the game. Well, you don't buy it; it's for free. You can download it, or if you have the cloud, you can play all three games on the cloud. They're all in a bundle pack.
Yeah.
It's called
I like that
Hitman
they did
World of
put them all
Assassination.
together.
What?
I like that they did put them all together. It
Yeah,
makes it a lot easier.
I think they did that like maybe. I think that was released like maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah,
So that
because
way you don't have to
they
buy.
remade all these maps.
Oh yeah. So you
Yeah,
don't
they
have to.
changed it a little bit about them all.
Yeah. So that way you don't have to buy Hitman 1, 2, and 3, and so that way you don't have to buy them all. So if you want to like get into the franchise, this is a good way to get them all. The first three, like the later games, 1, 2, and 3, all together. Like Paramount's showing, like all of them together.
Well, yep. I do have the game on Steam as well as my Xbox, because Steam you can actually do custom hits. So you can make some, send them to other people that have it on Steam. It's really cool. You can basically make your own targets,
That's
which I
awesome.
like.
I always wanted
Unfortunately,
to
on
play that.
Xbox you can't do that. Yeah, unfortunately on Xbox you can't make those or send them to people, so it's kind of unfortunate. But
Yeah.
maybe in the future they'll add that.
Yeah, I hope they add that. I don't know if I don't have a PlayStation. I only have an Xbox, so I don't know if it's on PlayStation as well. So if you guys were wondering if any of you have a PlayStation or if we're wondering if do you have a PlayStation Paramount?
I do. I have a PS4, but I do not know if Hitman's on it.
Mm. Because like I was just gonna say like there could be people like saying like oh I don't have a Xbox or I don't have like a it's not on Nintendo. Definitely not.
No.
No, it's not on Nintendo. So sorry people if you own a Nintendo Switch, it's not on Nintendo. But for PS4 or PlayStation, you don't know.
Yep. I do not know.
You have to do research.
I do.
Yeah. So yeah,
Well,
if
that's
oh yeah, sorry.
basically it about Hitman.
Yeah. So if any of you want to get into the series for the first time, hopefully if any of you have not heard of the franchise or if you're subscribed to my channel watching this, then you've gotten introduced to Hitman. And if you have an Xbox or if you have an Xbox or a computer, then you can download the bundle pack. It's called Hitman World of Assassination. You can download it. That way you can get Hitman 1, 2, and 3 all at once. So that way you can play the whole game. You play the live missions. You can even do the different modes. Oh, there are even modes I like doing. Like I also like the mode where you do like the sniper assassination. I like that.
That is interesting. We did not talk about Freelancer. That's also pretty cool. So basically, what Freelancer is, you have your own safe house, and there you can choose what type of stuff you want to do. So you can choose like where you want to assassinate, and basically whatever you get on missions, you can bring back, and you'll have those for your next assassinations.
Hmm.
Very cool. They
Very
use
cool.
like mercers to buy stuff. There's a secret weapons dealer in maps. There's safes for more mercers, people that have them carrying on them. But if you die in that, you do have to start all over.
No.
So be careful.
That
Yep. It's
that
very strategic.
yep. Sniper set. I want to talk about sniper assassination real quick. It seems like you have to buy the other missions, or like there's some parts of the Hitman. This is a little downside for anybody who has the bundle pack. I don't on like some of the missions, like for Hitman 2, it won't let me play them for some reason.
Yes, so there are some bonus missions that you do have to purchase, like
Yeah.
Haven, I believe that one you have to purchase, but there is some like on Freelancer you can play that mission for free.
Mm,
It's just you're gonna have different targets on there.
yeah. On Sniper Assassination too, like you have to like it won't let you move forward because like you have to pay. Obviously, everything's like cost something. So like if you have like an Xbox, if you have an Xbox, or if you're like if you have money like this, like for an Xbox, you have an Xbox, or if it's on PlayStation, we'll have to check that out by the way. Or if you have a computer, then you can probably figure out how to use your credit card to get these missions. If you're interested in playing Hitman, if you've
Indeed.
seen more of the, if you've seen this and you agree with our thoughts, then go for it, right, Paramount? Just go for it.
Yeah,
It's a
yippee!
good time to get into the Hitman franchise. It's a good time. It's underrated. Would you say it's underrated?
I would say that. Yeah, it's a really good game, and for 2016, the game was made pretty well. Just like GTA 5, that
Oh
was also pretty well
yeah,
made.
GTA 5. Yes, it was. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. Yeah, it was made like GTA 5. I have to agree with
Yeah.
you on that.
Well, the quality of like the characters is similar. I feel like.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, yeah, if you look at like the both games, then you're like, oh yeah, they have like the same quality, except like Hitman wasn't made by Rockstar. What was it made by?
Yeah, it was definitely not.
Yeah, definitely not Rockstar. What was the company that made Hitman?
I don't know.
I think
To be
it's
honest.
I. They say at the beginning, I think it's called IOI. I think.
Oh yeah, IOI Interaction Games or something like that.
Yeah. So shout out to them for making like a good franchise. Shout out to them. They did a good job.
Really good game.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a perfect time to get into Hitman. Go watch the Agent 47 movie. I am actually going to see that. I'm going to have to figure out when to see it because I am a huge fan of it. A lot of people actually gave that movie hate, and I watched the trailer and I'm like, why? A lot of people even said it was good. Even people were like saying like, why is it bad? It's good. Like, why do people hate it?
Interesting.
Yeah. They never made a sequel, which is
Well,
kind of sucks. But if you want, like, if you ever figured, oh, is there a Hitman movie adaptation? There's Hitman Agent 47, and then of course there's the movie from 2007. I actually checked,
yes.
like, they didn't. I don't know if it was animated. I checked to see if it was like, oh, was it like a documentary about making the game? But no, it's not a documentary. It's a movie.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
All right. Well,
so
that is pretty much all Hitman.
yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you have an Xbox or if you have a computer, then it's a good way to download the Hitman bundle pack, Hitman World of Assassination. We'll find out if if it's allowed on PlayStation, if it's on there. But yeah, thank you to Paramount again for coming on. Thank you so much again. Everybody's been
500 likes and I'll face review.
yes, 500 likes and he'll face reveal. I know you all are wondering, when's he going to do that? When's he going to do that? But it makes you, if you don't see him do it yet, it makes it more anonymous. I don't see him do it yet. It makes
Hmm.
you build up the suspension. So 500
Yeah.
likes, he'll face reveal. I know all of you have been wondering. Thank you again for the Star Wars video. Thank you for people who liked that. That's the third highest video on the channel. And thank you for the positive reviews about Paramount. And all of you are wondering, when's he coming back? When's he coming back? And now here he is in the flesh, right here, discussing Hitman with me. Right here.
And there may be a future podcast, maybe next week, that I'll be on.
Yes, he's coming back. He'll be coming back. Maybe next week. We'll be discussing Minecraft. The Minecraft episode we did, by the way, I've addressed this in another video. It came out terribly. Came out bad. It was so
Yeah.
bad. Like, we got a like tornado. We also had some new guests who I'm planning to bring back on to introduce them again to discuss maybe the new Percy Jackson show. But we were discussing it, and Tornado just kept talking about Fortnite the entire time. And also, it was like really bad timing. Like, you three were good. You, Tornado, and B were good. The other two, they were on a car ride home because they actually, when we were recording that episode, we actually got like a notification saying like, I got one saying like, oh, they're in traffic. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. But the episode just turned into a disaster, and also my microphone didn't work for some reason. So
Hmm.
yeah,
All right. Well,
terrible episode. It's gone. You can't find it. It's now lost media. So you can't find it. So yeah, thank you all for wanting Paramount back. He's been wanting to come back for a long time now. We found the right topic for him to discuss. And he'll be back discussing Minecraft. He's even planning, we're even planning to maybe get one of his, because he's friends with a lot of Minecraft YouTubers. Do you want your channel linked down below?
I am working on a video. You can do that.
Yeah. And he's
I do
friends
have a
with
couple
lot of
live
good
streams on there.
Minecraft people. And we're planning maybe, I don't know if this is for certain, but we're maybe trying to get them on being like, oh, what's it like to be a Minecraft YouTuber, you know?
Maybe,
Something
potentially.
Minecraft related, because it's a Minecraft video. So yeah, thank you for watching this episode of It's All Geek to Me. Thank you again to Paramount for coming on again. Thank you all. And we'll see you all next time on It's All Geek to Me. See you later. That is all on It's All Geek to Me. Thank you again to my buddy Paramount for coming on here. I am linking his channel in the description. His name online is Ismay. Please go support him. He makes Minecraft content, and that will be the subject for next week's episode on the podcast. It's very fun. I know you all have been wondering, where's Paramount? Where's Paramount? Because the episode did very well. And the episodes with Tornado and B got very well praised, and everybody was wondering, when's he coming back? Well, now, you just saw him in this episode. And now he'll be back next week as well. So, thank you all for watching. It's All Geek to Me. Have a good day. And just remember, don't support Bill Gates and wanting Microsoft to eat bugs meat instead of animal meat. Bill Gates, who are you, Bill Gates? Why are you doing this? Anyway, I just thought I'd say that. That is all for today on It's All Geek to Me. See you next time, and have a good day.
It's all geek to me!